Today on the channel, we find out once and for all if truly bald is beautiful with Bill Goldberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WWE Main Event, Series 167.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Main Event unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're at Series 167. The slow crawl to 200 continues. And this time, we got two Hall of Famers, two heavy hitters, really the Monday Night Wars, but not really because this is Goldberg WWE, but play along. Monday Night Wars, two bald individuals. We got Goldberg, don't call him Bill, and we got Stone Cold Steve Austin. But for all your WWE Mattel Main Event 167 needs, you better hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there. And that's exactly what I did. I walked into Jay's. They had a fresh case of these. I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to pick these up. Save myself 15% out the door, which leads us to this review right here today. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, who do we start with? Let's go to Goldberg. He's the easier one. There's not a lot to talk about with this Goldberg, honestly. And we'll do a little comparison later in this video. But 167, Goldberg, oh, the end of an era. Him and Gunther, quite the square off, as we know. And I think I said this in the Goldberg Monday Night Wars unboxing. I said, what the heck's with Goldberg? He said he was going to tell all about his last run in WWE, how he wasn't happy. He just had to wait a little bit of time. Now it's been like a year and they haven't said anything. What's going on with that? I don't know. Is he going to wrestle again? I don't know what's going to happen. We got Goldberg there. Old man Goldberg is this one here. Cross sell down below. Jacob Fatu, Asuka, unboxing that one in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. Glamour shot, jibber jabber. What's it say? Signature move, the old jackhammer, and he is a powerhouse. And that makes sense. The math checks out on that one there. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Goldberg prison. See you later, goodbye. And now we got Goldberg out of the package. Not a ton of difference. I kind of almost hesitated buying this one, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up. So I did. And here we are once again. But we got Goldberg in the face this time, but it's old man Goldberg. Now, we've had old man Goldberg before. We'll compare it to his Elite figure. I think that came with like a Raw ring like 5 years ago. What is time? But this one, a little bit older Goldberg here. He's got the gray goatee, but then he also has the beard on the side gray. That's the first time we've seen that from Goldberg. I believe we've seen this head sculpt before, though. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, and a goatee, and a pouty lip. And my mom used to tell me, Todd McFarlane, Kyle, you stick that lip out long enough, a bird's going to come by and poop on it. Never happened once. Never happened once. But she would always warn me about that once upon a time. But it looks like Goldberg in the face. I'm not mistaking that for anybody else. Jacked up in the midsection, pretty wild there for Goldberg. Not messing around. You got the Goldberg tattoo on the arm. You even got the one inside of the bicep there as well. So we got some of his current ink here. A big difference from his other ones is these new elbow pads here. A little different style than Goldberg wore back in the day. You do got the little wrist bracers, which go along, of course, with his MMA-style gloves he wrestled in. Two-fist Goldberg Fury. He's ready for the ground and pound on this one here. Looks okay. Got the biker shorts here. We've got the white trim against the black. Got the Goldberg logo, the Goldberg tattoo on his butt. Black knee pads, black boots. It's Goldberg. Arms all the way around. Single jointed elbows, side to side. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Splits if you need them for Goldberg. Uh-oh. Very tight. Leg goes up for the big boot. Watch out for the boot. Single jointed knee. Back and forth, boot cut, no ankles, nothing like that. It's Goldberg. He's ready for one last match against Gunther. Couldn't quite make it through that match, as we did see. Is what it is, I guess. But there it is, fitting on a WWE Mattel ringside collectible stand for those keeping track at home. And I got Goldberg around here somewhere. Oh, he's over here. He's over here. But this was the last... No, this wasn't the last Elite Goldberg, but it was the last one that looked like this. Kind of the old man Goldberg. You could easily switch these heads if you really wanted to. You could turn this into the really old man Goldberg if you needed to, but it looks to be the same head sculpt between these. And like I said, I believe this was that Raw ring exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. But there it is, a little old man Goldberg action. But now we're going to dive into Stone Cold Steve Austin. Feel like we've been here before once upon a time with Ringside Collectibles as an exclusive in the Elite line. But now we're getting it as a main event style figure here. Always a lot of meat on the Stone Cold bone, as we know. 167, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Red and black attack with this one here. On the back, cross-sell, jibber-jabber, UPC, all that kind of stuff. What's it say about Mr. Austin? Signature move, the Stone Cold Stunner, and he is a brawler. I would say he was. I would say Stunning Steve was a technician. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a brawler. There's no doubt. See you later, goodbye. Plastic Prison, not much of one. See you later, goodbye. And we'll find out if there's reuse with this figure here, too. But this is the old Bionic Redneck edition of Stone Cold. A little older head sculpt here, a little too thin in the face and the head for me on this one, I always felt, but gotta get the most out of your molds, I guess, especially in the main event series. Looking interesting. Got the goatee going on here, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Once again, just like Goldberg, somebody hands me this. I know who this is right off the bat. Got the vest over the top, Bionic Redneck going on there, looking pretty good. Redneck on the back, looking good. Black trunks, black wrist tape, 2 gripping hands on him here. And then you do got the knee braces on Austin there. All those knee braces, always getting him, as we know. We got those with the red and the black attack with the knee pads in there and then the black boots. You could easily take all this off. I'm not sure how hard these knee braces are, but there's been a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin Ultimates as of late. There's a regular one, a Monday Night Wars one. Heck, you go back to the earlier ones if you wanted to. You could almost take all the gear off of here and make yourself an Ultimate Stone Cold Steve Austin version of this one if you wanted to. So there is some options if you're a customizer, if you want to use some of this redneck stuff, the Bionic Redneck stuff, on a different Austin figure. So you got some options there. Arms all the way around, single jointed elbows, side to side, back and forth. Hands back and forth, side to side. Wish Austin had a fist. I always like Austin to have at least one fist. He's a brawler after all. Head back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Those Austin splits going on right there. Leg goes up for the big boot. Single jointed knee, boot cut, back and forth, side to side. Does got that tattoo, the old Texas tattoo sticking out there as well. But looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think he gets the point across. I think we know who this is. And he does fit on a ringside collectible stand as well. And then I do got the one Once Upon a Time. A little bit different here. It is the same vest, but a brighter red color on it this time. And then on the back, redneck, same thing on there. This one, obviously being elite, came with title belts, came with a little extra action there. It came with a fist too, as we see. But the knee pads on this one is where it struggles. We needed the red one. So you could take it off here, put it on here if you want to fancy this one up as well. So there's a lot of options at a cheap cost. You can make an elite out of this. You can make an ultimate out of this. You can leave it how it is. You could really choose your own adventure is what you could do. And you can really do that with any action figure if you want to. But there it is, Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin. A dream matchup for many on the old playground when I was a kid, or maybe the high school gym. I don't know. Something like that. But a lot of people said, who would win? Who would win? And it was always a debate, much like Hogan and Warrior. But we knew how that one went down. Warrior, of course, as we know. But there's Goldberg. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin. What's your thoughts on these two? Pick up, passes, long game, no game, not so sure games, must-have games? Let me know in the comment. Night games? Could be. Like a young Graham Bonnet. Never forget Graham Bonnet. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to this very YouTube channel. We got videos every single day, each and every single day, 4 videos a day for you. Check it out, subscribe to the channels, all that fun stuff. Check out Patreon, check out YouTube channel memberships. Check out my books on wrestling. It is the complete guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, the complete guide to the Jakks Class Superstar Series, both available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble as we speak. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Austin and Goldberg, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
We're going to the end of the line.